What's up, YouTube? We're back here with another video. I guess it's been like what, like 2 or 3 months since we've made a video, or since I've made a video. I mean, it's been like a multitude of reasons. Like I've just kind of been busy with school and work, and I've just not really had like the itch to do it. But I've got the itch to do it again. And so yeah, let's just see how it goes. So as you can tell by the title, this is kind of a different kind of video than any I've ever done. This is going to be a ranking video, and it's kind of inspired by two channels, Sea of Tranquility, he does a lot of ranking videos of studio albums and songs and stuff like that, and also Disheveled by Dawn, who actually did a video that basically I'm basically stealing their idea. I'm doing a top 20 like they did for this band, which, as you can tell by the title and the shirt that I have on, um, we're gonna do Metallica. We're gonna do top 20 Metallica songs. So yeah, this is actually like the third time I've recorded this. Like the first time I played S&M in the background, and the mic was picking it up weird. It was like only picking up the drums and the audio, which, like, if Lars ever sees this, he's probably like, "We should have just uploaded it, because that'd be great." That's my terrible fucking Lars impression, but yeah. So, but and then the second time I just didn't, like how I was feeling. So hopefully third time's the charm, and we can get through this, and I can get this uploaded. So if you're seeing this, it all went well. Um, so yeah, let's just get into it. So when I first started making or trying to make this list, I went through each album and I wrote down songs that was like, okay, what songs do I think could maybe possibly have a chance at making the list? And I came up, I think, with like 39 songs. And I made I was like, okay, I can do that. I can narrow it down. This will be easy. Well, it wasn't easy, um, but I made an initial cut and narrowed it down to 33 songs, and then to 28. I got to 28, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna start ranking the songs. And so I went from 28 to one, and this is the list I got. I'm not gonna fucking spoil it, obviously, but so there's what, eight set, yeah, eight honorable mentions that I'll just go through right now. And actually, I made a change earlier today. I booted my my 20th for one of the songs in the honorable mentions because I was re-listening to it today. I was like, okay, I can't not put this song on the list. So let's get through all those honorable mentions. So we've got, and this is in no particular order now. It's Battery, Fight Fire with Fire, The Day That Never Comes, Hero of the Day, King Nothing, Seek and Destroy, Wherever I May Roam, and My Friend of Misery. And not to say that, like, on another day, if I was to go and redo this list, some of those songs may make it. Those songs are still great, and I still love all those songs. And if I was going to make, I've got my Metallica playlist right now of all these songs, and I don't skip any of them, because they're all so good. Um, so yeah, and I'll also go ahead and say that you're not going to see any entries from um, Hardwired, which pained me because I really like some songs on this album. There were a few that were in the initial running that I thought maybe might make the list, but at the end of the day, I just like some more songs more. Saint Anger, obviously, that album sucks. And then this album was kind of the most shocking for not having any songs. And actually, the song that I booted off was gonna be the only song that that was gonna be on this list off this album. That would be Kill 'Em All. There are no songs, spoiler alert, that are gonna be off this album on my list. Initially, I had Seek and Destroy at 20, but this next song I listened to, or this song at 20 that I have now, I was like, okay, I can't not put this song on, and I think I like it a little better than Seek and Destroy. So yeah, let's just get into it now. Let's start off with number 20. We're gonna go to 1988's "And Justice for All," and we're gonna go with the album Closer, track 9, Dyer's Eve. This is just a fucking ripper of a song, start to finish. It's an angry song. Um, just fucking, yeah, amazing from start to finish. Yeah, check it out. Dyer's Eve. So, number 19, we're going to go to 1997's Reload. I don't have the album, but the song is The Unforgiven 2. And, again, an amazing song. And, not my favorite from the Unforgiven trilogy, though. There's three parts to The Unforgiven. I held up four. Three parts to The Unforgiven. And The Unforgiven 2 is my second favorite. I won't spoil which one's my favorite because it's later on this list. Well, I guess it kind of spoils it. He was 50-50 shot. But yeah, another one. Check it out. So from Reload, we're going to go to number 18 from 1984's Where's It At? Here we go. Ride the Lightning. And we're going to go with, this is only one of two entries off of Ride the Lightning, actually, which pained me. Initially, I had like 5 or 6. I was like, these are for sure going to make the list. But as I started going through the songs, I was like, I just like some songs better from Metallica. And so, yeah, number 18 would be Fade to Black. And just an amazing song, well written. It's one of those that Metallica is famous for, where it starts out kind of slow and melodic and builds up and gets heavier. I like this song more for the slow and melodic parts, though. It's really good. Really moody stuff. But yeah, Fade to Black, number 18. Check that shit out. So now we're going to go to number 17, and we're going to go to 1991's The Black Album, the first of 4 entries on this list from that album. And that song will be The Unforgiven. And there you go. There's my favorite from the trilogy. I think that was pretty obvious that The Unforgiven would be my favorite after I said that earlier. Yeah, again, out of the 2 ballads on that album in particular, it's really my I prefer it over Nothing Else Matters. Probably my favorite Metallica ballad. Not that they have too many, but yeah, check it out. A band that's not really known for ballads actually has a really killer ballad. Check it out, Unforgiven. So from there, we're gonna go to 2008's yeah, Death Magnetic for number 16, the only entry from that album on this list, and which again is sad because there's a lot of good songs on that album. The Day That Never Comes almost made the list, but yeah, that's not what this is. Number 16 is going to be All Nightmare Long, one of the lead singles off the album, and from the first time I heard it, I've always loved this song. I remember the video came out and it scared the shit out of me. I was only like, what, 7, I think, when this album came out? 7 or 8. It's a wee little thing, but yeah, that was kind of my early exposure to Metallica, was like this album and a couple of their bigger hits. But yeah, that I've grown to really love that song and that album. But yeah, All Nightmare Long at number 16. So we're going to go to number 15, and we're going to go to 1996's Load. Again, I don't have it. I don't know why. Again, out of the middle period, Load is probably the better album from the middle period, from Load and Reload. It's actually a really solid album, and if you've written it off because it's not as heavy, you're wrong. Go check it out again. I promise you'll love it. But anyways, let's cut to the chase. This is the first of, I think, 3, maybe 4 off of Load on the list. I'd have to recheck. But number 15, album opener, Ain't My Bitch. Just a really fucking awesome, dirty, bluesy kind of fucking rock and roll song with some of James's best, like, James Hetfieldisms on vocals, where he always ends the word with like a ah, and right here is like one of the best examples of that in the chorus, where when he says "ain't my bitch," he goes, "it ain't my bitch," ah. It's fucking hilarious. I remember the first time I heard it, I laughed out loud, but it's so cheesy, but I love it. I mean, I really love that song, and it's super catchy. And yeah, man, just a killer song. Check it out. Ain't my bitch. Bitch. But anyways, yeah. So now we're going to go to number 14. And we're going to go to the second entry off this album. The second of 5, I believe, off of Injustice for All. And we're going to go with Harvester of Sorrow. And this song um, out of any other song on this list, actually climbed the highest. Um, it initially wasn't really didn't even have a chance at making the list, but I really listened to it and I was like, okay, not only is this song going to make the list, kind of like Dyer's Eve, except that I preferred this song. I was like, not only is Harvester of Sorrow going to make this list, it's not even going to be like a fringe song. This is for sure making the list. But yeah, just a really awesome, groovy, fucking heavy ass song. And I also have an opinion that I would like to put out there now. Now you can tell me I'm an idiot if you disagree, which maybe you will, maybe you won't. But Harvester of Sorrow in particular, well, the groovier parts on Injustice for All, did Dimebag Darrell not rip off and make an entire career out of doing that? Like the heavy, groovy riffs on Injustice for All, he not only ripped them off, he also ripped off the tone, in my opinion, from this album and made a fucking career out of it. Not to say Pantera sucks. I love Pantera and I love Dimebag. He's an awesome guitar player, or at least he was an awesome guitar player. Rest in peace. But yeah, fucking awesome song. Um, Harvester of Sorrow. Fucking check it out. And number 13, we're going to stay with Injustice for All, and we're going to go with the title track, Injustice for All, on an almost 10-minute fucking epic song. It's like, if like, I don't know, like you wouldn't think, it's got like a lot of prog elements in the song. You wouldn't think prog and thrash merging together. Somehow, not only on that song, but really on this whole album, Metallica makes proggy thrash work. Um, it's again with like every single song on this album, it's just riff after riff after crushing riff, and it's so well written and it's catchy and it's just fucking amazing. So number 13, and Justice for All. Um, let's go to number 12, and actually the next three are the three songs that got me into Metallica, and it's funny how that worked out, how they all three came in a row. Um, so yeah, we're gonna go to Garage Inc. for this one, which is it's the only entry from Garage Inc. on the album, and it is Whiskey in a Jar. So that song is awesome, and like I know when I was making this, I was like, do I want to include any um, cover songs on this list? And I was like, well, no, but this song is too good. This cover is too good not to include on this fucking list. And plus it was one of the ones that got me into the band. Whiskey in a Jar is a Thin Lizzy cover, and it's fucking amazing. It's one of the best cover songs I've ever heard, in my opinion. Um, love the video. It's awesome. Love the song. It's an awesome song. Like fucking sing along. Every Metallica fan by now knows this fucking song and knows this version of the song. I actually think this version of the song's better than the original. But yeah, just a fucking awesome song, and it was an exception for this list that I had to make because it's just too fucking good not to include on the list. So yeah, there you go. Whiskey in a Jar at number 12. So number 11, we're going to go back to the Black Album, and from the statement I made before I named Whiskey in a Jar, you could probably maybe be able to predict which song this might be. This is another song that got me into the band, and that's Inner Sandman. I mean, it's probably their biggest hit, um, and for good reason. It's a damn good song. Metallica is one of those few bands where it's like even their biggest hits are actually good songs. They have reason to be really big hits. And as overplayed as they are, as overplayed as this song is, I never get tired of it. It is that good. It's not like say like a Back in Black from AC/DC or a fucking any Guns N' Roses song that you hear on the fucking radio. I could go without hearing those songs for the rest of my life because they're so overplayed and they're not that great. Um, but Metallica is an exception, and this song is an exception. I could listen to Inner Sandman on repeat for like days at a time, and I'd be happy with it. But yeah, Inner Sandman. I have a quick story about this song before we move on. I remember first time I heard it, it was actually not Metallica's version. It was my dad's cover band. I was at their practice when I was like 6, and and this song came on. They started playing this song, and I was outside, being a little shit or something. I don't know what I was doing, but I heard the song and I ran in and I was like, "This is fucking awesome! What is that?" And they were like, "This is Metallica," and I was like, "Oh wow, I got to get into Metallica." So then I bought the Black Album after that, or I didn't buy it, but my parents bought it for me, and it's been history since because they're still one of my favorite bands to this day. So yeah, Enter Sandman at number 11. I'm gonna take a quick drink of water real quick. My fucking mouth is dry as a fucking desert. So yeah, let's move on. We're gonna go top 10 now. Top 10 Metallica songs. So at number 10, we're gonna go back to Injustice for All, and we're gonna go with another song that got me into the band, and it is One. I remember I got into it. I remember I was just sitting there with VH1 Classic on one day when I was little, and this song came on, and it absolutely blew my fucking mind. Like, the video scared the shit out of me. Most Metallica songs, for some reason, when I first saw the videos, they scared me. This one did. Enter Sandman did. One later on this list did. Yeah, they for whatever reason they make videos that scare fucking little kids for some reason, or at least it scared me. But yeah, I remember I saw that video, but I was so mesmerized. The song was so awesome, and this song was probably the first time I'd ever heard double bass in a song before. Because Lars starts doing that like da 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 with the fucking bass drum, and then that hits the crushing riff after, and it was like that completely changed how I viewed like music. Like that, probably that moment probably did more for me than any other moment I've ever heard in music, and that's why One had to be on this list. It's another one of those songs from Metallica where it kind of kind of like Fade to Black. It's higher up or lower, I guess, on this list, um, where it starts out melodic and it just builds and builds and gets heavier up until I would say the climax of the song where it's just fucking some fucking ass ripping heavy metal. It rips ass. That's fucking weird to say. But anyway, so yeah, that One at number 10. So now we're moving on to number 9. We're going to go back to Load, and we're going to go with a song that I got a quick story about this song as well. I I, uh, I had like a random Metallica playlist on Spotify one day, and I was driving home. It was a really long drive. It was a long drive home at night. And I put this song came on, and it just fit the atmosphere perfectly. And that song is "Bleeding Me." It's another one of those like One where it starts out slow and melodic, and then it just builds and builds and gets heavier. And that chorus is catchy as fuck. That chorus is also so 90s, but it's awesome. I mean, that song is awesome. It's like 8 minutes long, but it's a fucking awesome song. It's pretty doomy, and yeah, it's just a really fucking awesome song. Check it out, "Bleeding Me" from Load. And you'll see that I'm kind of a Load fanboy. Um, when it comes like I really vouch for that fucking album. Like it's still not one of my favorites, but as far as like the lower half of my ranking of Metallica albums, I vouch for this one more than any of the other ones, or vouch for Load more than any of the other kind of weaker Metallica albums, if you will. Not that that one's like weak; it's a damn good album. But yeah, "Bleeding Me" at number 9. So let's go to number 8. We're gonna go first entry, but certainly not the last entry off of 1986's Master of Fucking Puppets. We're gonna go with "The Thing That Should Not Be," an absolutely crushing fucking song about Cthulhu. Metallica loves writing about Cthulhu. I got another kind of interesting story about this song. Um, First time I've like played through Metallica, Guitar Hero Metallica. Um, you get to this song and they're like playing in like this ice cave, like floating on the water, and you can see like Cthulhu like swimming down under the fucking band and shit while they're playing, and that shit just fucking blew my mind as like a fucking 8-year-old. But yeah, fucking amazing song, crushing riff. Check that shit out. Um, and we're gonna go to number 7 now. We're gonna stick with Master of Puppets, and we're gonna go with a deep cut. It's a song with a killer fucking groove that if you've never fucking heard it before, because you're maybe a casual Metallica fan, you need to fucking check it out. This is one of the deeper cuts on the list. I don't know if it's the deepest. Actually, this is number 7. Number 6 is also a pretty deep cut, so you can decide which one may be the deeper cut. But we're gonna go with Leper Messiah, off of Master of Puppets. It's just got a killer riff, a killer groove. It's a killer song. From the first time I heard it, excuse me, from the first time I heard it, I fucking knew that this was. I just couldn't stop listening to it. I knew this was one of my favorite Metallica songs, and you're gonna see that a lot now with like these top 10 songs. Excuse me for just a second. You're gonna see that a lot with these top 10 songs where it's like, I immediately knew from the first time I heard it that it was gonna be a favorite of mine. And so yeah, Leper Messiah at number 7. So we're what, 21 minutes in? I kind of need to fucking speed this shit up. If you're still here, thanks. But anyways, we're gonna go to number 6. We're gonna go back to the Black Album, and this song is one that I have really never heard anybody else say this is one of their favorite Metallica songs. But I really love this song, and this is one of those few songs. It might be because it's by Metallica and it's heavy as fuck, but it's one of those few like America fuck yeah songs that like I don't completely roll my eyes over. It like kind of makes me want to fucking rip off my fucking sleeves off and show. Well, I don't have guns, but if I did have guns, I would fucking show them while I'm listening to this song. And that song is "Don't Tread on Me." Um, I think if there's one song that fucking Pantera ripped off, "Don't Tread on Me" was the song, and they ripped it off with "Walk." Listen to those two songs and don't and tell me that like those songs are not similar as fuck. But yeah, "Don't Tread on Me" is a fucking awesome, groovy, fucking heavy ass song, and it's got a fucking catchy ass chorus. Yeah, I don't see a lot of people talk about that song. Maybe I'm an idiot for liking it because it is kind of a goofy song, to some extent. And actually, I remember because it's kind of a patriotic song, and it was written like right at the end of the Cold War, or it came out right at the end of the Cold War. When he says "So be it," he sings "So be it," but when I first heard it when I was smaller, I thought he said "Soviet." He's like "So be it," but I thought he was saying "Soviet." And yeah, so I mean, it would fit the song, but yeah, "Don't Tread on Me" at number 6. So we're gonna go top five Metallica songs now. We're gonna go number 5. We're gonna go back to the Load album. Yeah, a fucking song from Load made my top 5, and that song is "Until It Sleeps." Always loved this song since the first time I heard it, and it's another song where the music video, the first time I saw it, scared the shit out of me. Metallica has a fucking track record of doing that to me, from fucking traumatizing me. From, like I said, from fucking Until It Sleeps to Enter Sandman to One, um, you know, All Nightmare Long. Yeah, fucking scaring the shit out of me. They make a fucking career out of that shit, or a living. Anyway, but yeah, great song, heavy as shit, catchy chorus. Not much more can be said. It's one of their more popular songs. It was a pretty big hit off a Load, but yeah, Until It Sleeps. Number 4. Um, I think if you don't have this song in your list, you're wrong, and you need to go re-listen to this song and um, learn to love it. And that song is fucking Master of fucking Puppets. I mean, come on. If it's not in your list, you're wrong. And there's a person in particular that I know didn't put it in their fucking list, and you know who I'm talking to, or you know who you are. You didn't put it in your list, and you're a fucking idiot. But maybe you don't know who you are, but I know who I'm talking about, and I'll fucking call him out for it next time I see him. But yeah, Master of Puppets at number 4. Not much more needs to be fucking said. It's an amazing song. If you're watching this video, you fucking heard it. And if you've not, pause this video and fucking listen to it right now. Master of Puppets at number 4. And that also goes for number 3. It is the second entry on this list from Ride the Lightning, and it is For Whom the Bell Tolls. Again, amazing song. I knew this song was going to be top 5 for sure. Kind of the same with Master of Puppets. I didn't know if it was going to be top 5. I knew it was definitely, excuse me, I knew it was definitely going to be top 10. But this song I knew for sure was going to be top 5. For Whom the Bell Tolls. Fucking amazing. Probably the best intro to a song ever. It's 2.5 minutes long and the song's 5 minutes. But I don't give a shit. That intro's fucking amazing. And the lyrics are awesome. And it's catchy as fuck. And it's got like probably the most famous fucking like bass lead solo. No, it's not a lead solo, but like the most famous bass riff in metal music at the beginning from Cliff Burton. Rest in peace as well. Yeah, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Check it out. Number 2, we're going to go to the Black Album, and this is one that I know if I've ever talked about Metallica to somebody who's like a big fan, and it's not just a casual fan and knows the deep cuts, they have this way up on their list, and that song is Of Wolf and Man. It's another deep cut, and it's another heavy as fuck song. It's catchy, and it's about wolves, and it's just fucking amazing. You know, if you've not heard it, again, pause this video and fucking check it out. But if you've made it this far, you're probably a huge Metallica fan. You've heard it before. So yeah, Of Wolf and Man at number 2. Check that shit out if you have not. So now, we've got one more to go. My number 1 Metallica song, and before I even considered any other song, I knew this was going to be number 1. So I knew this was going to make the list. Like, you know, I went through, like, when I would list out the songs, I would put stars beside um, songs that I knew were going to make the list. I didn't even have to write this song down. I knew this song was going to be number 1. I didn't even have to. There was no debate. And we're going to go to the 5th, and of course, one left. 5th and final entry from Injustice for All. And we're going to go with the album Opener. And if you know that album, you know what song I'm talking about. Fucking Blackened, baby. It is, if somebody asked me what song has the best best riffs ever written, it's fucking late. I'm stuttering my fucking words. I need to fucking wrap this shit up. But anyways, what song has the best riffs in fucking history of metal music? I would give them Blackened. It is literally like, it has like like 6 or 7 of the greatest riffs I've ever heard. Plus, the lyrics are awesome. James's delivery is fucking awesome, and you know, fucking period. This is the best Metallica song in my fucking opinion. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't even need to say much more about it again. If you've not heard it, go fucking pause it and tell me that I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. This is the best Metallica song, and if you don't think so, you're fucking wrong. There you have it, folks. So yeah, that's my top 20 Metallica songs. So let's just fucking run through it again. So honorable mentions: Battery, Fight Fire with Fire, The Day That Never Comes, Hero of the Day, King Nothing, Seek and Destroy, Wherever I May Roam, My Friend of Misery, and then we have at number 20, Dyer's Eve, 19, The Unforgiven 2, 18, Fade to Black, 17, The Unforgiven, 16, All Nightmare Long, 15, Ain't My Bitch, 14, Harvester of Sorrow, 13, And Justice for All, 12, Whiskey in the Jar, 11, Inner Sandman, 10, I almost said the name of the song, 10, 1, 9, Bleeding Me, 8, The Thing That Should Not Be, 7, Leper Messiah, 6, Don't Tread on Me, 5, Until It Sleeps, 4, Master of Puppets, 3, For Whom the Bell Tolls, 2, Of Wolf and Man, and 1, the best Metallica song, no fucking debate, Blackened. So there you have it, folks. That's my top 20 Metallica songs plus some honorable mentions. What's some of your favorite Metallica songs? What's your favorite Metallica song? And if you in fact want to make a list, put it in the comments or make another fucking video. I mean, basically, I kind of copied, what some other channels were doing. So, make your own fucking video. I'd like to see it. But most importantly, what's your favorite Metallica song? Comment that down below if you'd like. So yeah, hopefully now that I'm almost done with school, once I'm on break, I'll be able to make more frequent videos. I've actually got enough fucking albums that I've acquired since the last video I made to probably make 3 or 4 collection updates. So yeah, we got those for sure, and I've also got some more bands I'd like to rank their songs and some other cool ideas that I'd like to get out there. So definitely stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and keep it metal, guys, and take care. Thanks.